Hello there. Thanks so much for joining me today. As titled, this is going to be a nice flowy practice, and we're going to start this one in a kneeling pose at the back of the mat. If you like to practice with the block, go ahead and grab yourself one of those and meet me at the back of your mat. If you want to sit up on that block, be my guest. And if you don't want to bring your legs completely together, you can have a little bit of space there. And once you get here, let's go ahead and close the eyes down for just a few moments. Settling in here, noticing how you feel, taking note of the breath, and maybe gaining a little bit of control of that breath. Noticing the sensations that your body is sending. Let's go ahead and inhale those arms up and overhead. We'll take cactus arms, taking the gaze up. And then release. Beautiful. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Take them into cactus arms. Look up. And release. Beautiful. Interlace your hands behind your neck here. And we're going to take some cat cows. So we're going to lift to open on our exhales. And we'll round and bring the elbows forward here. I said that wrong. This is the exhale. Inhale lifts us up, arms open, and around. Do this a few times, matching up movement to breath here. Getting a nice warm up through the spine. Saying hello to the body. Maybe offering up a little gratitude here. Take one more time, one full round. Then we'll all meet back in that neutral kneeling position here. Let's go ahead and twist. So bring the left hand to that right thigh. Right hand comes behind us. Finding some length here on the inhales. And allowing that gaze to travel you deeper into the twist. One more round of breath. And back around to center. Right hand comes to the left thigh. Left hand behind us. 3 rounds of breath. Beautiful. Back to center. Let's take some wrist circles here. So roll them one way. Nice and slow, no rush. And then roll them the other way. Beautiful. Interlace those fingers. Press the palms forward. And then take them up and overhead. Slowly release. We're going to pull back on those right fingers to stretch through that right wrist. And stretch that left wrist. Beautiful. Shake them out. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and come forward through a plank. You can keep the knees down or you can tuck the toes and lift the knees. Choice is yours. We're gonna take the gaze forward and we're gonna rock and then we're gonna hop to the front. Inhale halfway. And on the exhale, we'll find our ragdoll here. First forward fold, so we'll enjoy this one. Take a little sway left to right. We'll come up for another half lift, lengthen through that spine, and fold. We'll peel all the way up to standing. Head and neck come last, rolling the shoulder blades down the back body, tucking the tailbone, gaze comes up. Beautiful job. Inhale those arms up. We're going to sit back, coming into our chair pose. Nice neutral spine, tucking that tailbone, getting into the legs. Coming back to the breath. And fold forward. Plant the hands, and we're going to step that left foot back. We're in our runner's lunge, so we're going to keep the hands on the mat and just find a nice rock forwards and backwards. Digging this left side down. This left hip flexor will activate once it comes down a little more. And maybe finding that nice little pulse there. Or rock, or you could just find stillness, whichever you prefer here. Tapping into that breath, noticing the sensations that come up. Nice job. We're going to pivot on that back foot, and on your next inhale, we'll come up into our warrior two. Arms are parallel. You can see that front big toe gazes towards that middle right finger. Big smiles on the face. Exalted warrior. So left hand drops, right hand sweeps up. A beautiful side body stretch here. Beautiful. Come back up. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Allow the chest to come low, coming in for humble warrior. Head comes towards the mat here. And we rise back up. We're going to release that interlace, straighten through that front leg. Left hand drops, right hand sweeps up. So we've got an exalted triangle. Back to the breath, actively reaching with that right hand towards that left side. And here we come into our triangle pose. So that right hand can come to that block, that calf or that shin, or the mat, whatever you want. Whatever feels best in your body. Nice, steady, controlled breaths here. You're going to bring your gaze down towards that right foot. Slide it back just a tad bit. We're coming in for half moon. So a little pop up here. We have square hips, and if you want, you can take your gaze towards that left hand. You don't have to. It's just a little bit of a challenge here. Beautiful. Standing split, so that left hand comes down. And that left leg, open up that hip and send it as high up as it'll go. Tapping back into the breath. Beautiful. Big step back. We're coming in wide-legged fold. So we're going to fold here and just hang heavy on the middle of the mat. Beautiful. Turn towards that left foot. And we're going to step both feet forward, coming in forward fold, and we are at the back of the mat. Just hang heavy here for just a second. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through that spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we'll peel up to standing. Rolling the shoulder blades back. Head and neck come last. Noticing how you feel here. Beautiful. Inhale those arms up. We're going to sit back, coming into our chair pose. Once again, tucking that tailbone, getting that weight into the legs. Tapping into that breath here. Maybe sinking a little lower. Maybe even a little lower here. And fold forward. Beautiful. We're going to plant the hands and we're stepping that right foot back this time. Coming in for the runner's lunge, left side. So finding that movement here or stillness. Really focusing on this right hip flexor. This pulses up and down or the rock forwards and backwards. Choice is yours. Staying in control of that breath. Beautiful. Pivot on that back foot. And we're going to rise up on our next inhale into our warrior two, other side. Gazes towards that left middle finger. Feet are actively pulling towards each other. Engagement here. Exalted warrior, right hand drops, left hand up and overhead. Tapping into that breath. Come back up, interlace those hands behind our back, and come forward, humble warrior, allowing the head to come towards the earth. Sticking with that breath. We're not losing control of it. Beautiful. Inhale, we come up. Release that interlace. Straighten through that front leg. Exalt that triangle here. And pivot around, coming in for our triangle pose on this side. Gaze can be at the ground or up towards that right hand. Just finding what feels good for you here. Tapping into that breath. Beautiful. We're coming into half moon. If you like to pull that leg back like we did on the other side, be my guest. Pop yourself up. You're going to challenge yourself. You can take your gaze towards that right hand. And framing the foot, coming in for our standing splits here. Open up the hips, right leg is up as high as it can go here. Such a good job. Release and come back to the forward fold. And we are still at the back of our mat. You can find ragdoll, or you can just find some stillness here. Noticing the sensations running through the body here. Very nice job. We're going to peel up to standing. Head and neck are going to come last. Beautiful job. We're going to slowly come up on those tiptoes. Arms up and overhead. And we're going to do these really slow lowers down into a squat position. We're just going to see how slow can we go here. Breathing the entire way down, utilizing the muscle control, feeling the shake. Hug the knees. Let's rock and roll here. Should feel fantastic. A beautiful spinal massage. Just do a little bit of core work here. So leave the legs up in the air. And we're just going to do some reaches towards those toes. So arms up. Go ahead and pull those feet towards us. So we got our dorsiflex going on here. And let's pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, you got this, 18, 19, 20. Hug those knees in, allow the head to come to the mat, and just rock side to side here now. You got this, no big deal. You should be very proud of yourself. Let's just take some reclined shoelace. So we're going to take the right leg over the left and then grab for the feet. We'll just take 3 rounds of breath here. Slowly, we're going to release and reverse. The left leg comes over right and grab for those feet. And slowly we unravel. Big hug of those knees again. And we'll push ourselves up. And we're coming in for cobbler. So bringing those feet to touch. We're going to actually come into more of a diamond shape. So walking those hip bones back, or just sending the feet out a little bit further. And we're going to start with that butterfly of those legs, filling into the outer hips here. And when it feels good, we'll fold. Just walk the body as far forward as it pleases to go. This is going to get more into our outer IT bands with this diamond shape. If you don't like this, you can pull the legs back in. Wherever we are, we're focusing on letting go of this internal battle. All of us battle our own mental capacities every day. We need to let it go so that we can live more in harmony and peace with ourselves. Excluding everybody else, we don't need to be battling ourselves. Just breathe. Just let it be. Let your body relax. Allow the mind to calm. Let your heart be open here. Be open to your experience without fighting. Drop the battle. One more round of breath here. And slowly come up. You can stay in cobbler or come into an easy seat. We'll inhale those arms up and we'll exhale them down to heart center in prayer position. May you receive all the benefits of this wonderful practice. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you enjoyed this flow. Please comment, like, share this video. Let me know how you got on. I always love to hear from you guys, and I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow.